Okay, is this live now? I think it's live now. It was throwing all sorts of errors here trying to get this thing running correctly here. I swear I'll get one of these figured out one of these days here. I got to figure out a better way to manage the chat in this. Hi, everyone. Hi. Happy Monday. Man, I got to get back to eating better and working out here. Holy cow. Hey. So another live stream. Figured, I've got the new Prusa MK4, and why not? Let's just unbox this together, take it out, see what it can do. Hopefully, no issues with it. It's supposed to be fully assembled. I don't know what the extent of that is. Like literally, hopefully, I can just take it out of the box. But yeah, hi everyone. Can you? Fat Jessy, man, I'm feeling. I was on vacation with the family, and it was just a downward spiral after went down to Tennessee to visit some family, sisters and nieces and nephews and my mom, and man, just ate a ton. And then I've continued to just eat poorly since we got back, which is not good. I gotta cut that, nip that in the bud back today. So. Lost all my progress there. My goodness. Yeah, so let's get to opening this up. And by the way, look what I just picked up as well. I'm getting into the streaming thing. I got one of these stream decks so that I can hopefully more easily switch between a few different camera angles. I'm going to be working on getting that set up here because I do have two cameras. Actually, I think I have three cameras that I could potentially use. I also probably need to look into getting like a dedicated streaming PC versus running this off of my MacBook. But we'll see. But yeah, I got one of these stream decks here. This should be fun to be able to cut between things just to make it a little bit easier on myself, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday here. And apologies for starting late, but let's get this going here. Yeah, professional streamer. Not even close. Not even close. So let's open this up. I did buy this. I pre-ordered it within the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes that the announcement was made. And it shipped out to me last week. And I think I got it on Thursday. I ended up getting it a day early. Just to give you guys a frame of reference here. So this is the fully assembled MK4. That retails, I believe, well, at least I paid for it, was $1,139 plus almost $100 for shipping. It was like $91 for shipping. I also had to pay a tax, like FedEx charged me an extra thing just to receive it, which was $53.50. So close to $1,300. It's for this machine. Hopefully the hype is real. This is my first Prusa, real Prusa printer. I have a Prusa Mini, but I do not have this is my first MK Prusa printer, so I'm very excited about this and seeing how it goes. So here is a little thank you note here and a little cheat sheet of all the parts. So information here. A nice big bag of Haribos that I should not be eating because I've gained so much weight, but I'll probably end up eating that anyways. Here is the steel sheet here. Clean only when cold. Do not clean with acetone. I will need to make a mental note of that because that would not be good. So, let's see here. We also have a power cable. Sorry, I could probably tilt this for you guys so you can see what's inside the box here. Looks like we also have some stickers. Nice. Some cool stickers here. This looks like a little test that they ran on the machine before sending it out. Here is the MK4 3D printing handbook, I believe. So this is probably something that I should try to read through and understand the basics of this machine, but I'm just going to hopefully take it out of the box, plug it in, and start printing. So here's some nice packed foam material. And there's the printer inside there. You know what would be really cool as well? So I I was just looking at a deal a week ago online. It was for a TV mount that I could have on the other side of this table here, so I could actually see the stream or myself, because I'm vain like that. I need to see how myself is looking here. And then also have the chat much larger than looking at my computer screen here. And I'm just looking at the YouTube chat. And also, hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. I know a lot of you were asking in the live stream I did for Elegoo just to turn on the overhead lights. So I adjusted my camera settings. It's a little wonky here, but I have the lights on. I don't even have my normal studio lights that I use for my videos on. So I'm just using the overhead lights here. Hopefully it's fairly bright. Oh, nice. The MK4 and the MK3 Plus arrives today. Congrats. Holy moly. So let's get this out of the box. I'm going to put this on the ground so I can take this out. Oh. Nice. Also came with some filaments here. The Galaxy Black, which is cool. There is, accessories box. So it looks like the spool holder, some tools, more spool holder parts, I think. Or no, this is the filament guide. Yeah, and here's just some general accessories. Everything's nicely labeled, though, on all of this. Ooh. Here's a 16 gig USB drive. That's nice. All right, here is the Butte. Oh, there we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is nice. I'm trying not to touch this with my greasy fingers. Here. Man, it's a cool looking machine. I'm trying to see. Yeah, okay. So the frame, that's like an injection molded frame. What is that? A steel frame? Something like that? Man, this looks nice. Okay, so we're going to probably follow this along here and get this plugged in and check it out here. Yeah, no, it's not big. It is not big. Like, the build volume of this is, you'd think I'd have some of that basic information here. It's, I think the same, or it's slightly taller than the MK3, if I remember right. Prusa printers. Yeah, the MK4 is, what is this? It's like 230 or something like that, by 230. Something in the chat. Oh yeah, it's so it is, what is it? 250 by 210 by 220 is the build volume. So not massive, especially for the price point there. So that's one thing that I it's an expensive machine. It's a very expensive machine. I'm still kind of torn between, like, obviously I think if I were to recommend someone to buy this without even testing it, obviously, I mean, I would say wait for the kit version so you can save, what is it, like $300? I was very excited that they actually launched with the non-kit version, because if they had the kit version available, I would have bought the kit version just to save the $300, but I do not like assembling printers. Like, I do not want to spend a full day assembling a printer. So I'm kind of happy that they had this version available that I could buy, because it forced me to go this way than going with the kit version, which would have just taken me, a normal person, it might take a half a day. It would have taken me like 2 days to assemble. But let's get this thing powered up and going here. I'm excited to see how this thing... I mean, everything that I've seen on the interwebs so far, the prints are looking really clean off of this. And I have seen a few people trying to do some comparisons between this and the Bamboo Lab printers. Obviously, that's going to be one of the main comparisons that people are going to be comparing this machine to. I do have an XL still on pre-order. I'm waiting for my you know, ticket or whatever it is to go through so that I can actually get a hold of that. I'm more interested in the XL than this, to be honest, but excited to see how well this thing prints here. Oh my gosh, why can't I get that plug in? So let's power this on. I should probably consider looking at this before doing anything with you guys, but you know, let's see. What do you guys think? Should how to insert the resin laps and the man. This could. Oh, is my camera not working? Is it not? Hold on. Oh no, camera's not focused. Okay, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do here? Let's see. Can I do this? Let's see if that'll. Is it focusing? Camera focus. Okay. Is it focused? I can't tell. I think it's focused. It looks like it's focused on my end. And how's the by the way, how's the audio delay? I was trying to rewatch the stream, and there was like a 5-second delay with the audio that was driving me nuts while trying to watch that. So apologies for anybody that watched the Fecta stream. All right, let's get to printing something. Oh, I should probably read this here. Oh my God, I'm scratching up. Jeez Louise. Okay, note to self, if you have one of these machines, Jesus, I just scratched the hell out of my tabletop here. Oh, yeah, there's this cable here that just dragged right along the bottom of my tabletop, and I just got a nice big gash on the top of my table. Not that my table's in perfect condition, but god damn. Excuse the language here. It's Monday. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, but yeah, it's plugged into the front control unit here, and it's a metal, like a hard metal cable here that's just scratching along the tabletop. So that's fantastic to see. All right, let me read this real quick. This is your original Mark Prusa for the printer. I'd like to guide you through the setup process. Okay. Self-test. It's going to test it here. Cool. So it's going to run through some tests for the machine. Try and angle this a bit better for you guys, or for you all to see. Oh, I probably need to consider installing the spool holder here. Yeah, Glacial. Yeah, I did see the new Creality printers. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but Creality just announced some new FDM machines that are their interpretations of a Core XY fast printer. So their X1 looks like it's in direct competition with the, like the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, and then they also have a larger one, the K1 Max, I think it was. It's like $1,000. And it's all for pre-order. I'm waiting to see what others say on it. I don't have those machines at the moment coming to me from Creality or anything like that, so I hope at some point to be showing them off. But if anything, I'd be interested in that K1 Max for cosplay things. So being able to print helmets really fast could be really cool. Love seeing some competition in this space, so we'll be interesting to see how those machines perform. Creality can be a bit hit or miss at times. I still have my original CR10 from like 2015 and a few other CR10s. I think the CR10 2 or something like that. I'm trying to remember what the heck it was called. And then the S4 as well. Loading test. We will need your help with this test. You will be asked to tap the nozzle. Don't worry, it's going to be cold. Tap the nozzle in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, I should probably remove the print from the print bed. I should have probably done that before we started this test here. Yeah, I would grab that small print off of the plate. Yeah, I agree. I probably should have did that before all this started. So here's how you screw up your brand new Mark IV printer. Yeah, print some vibration dampening feet. Yeah, honestly, one thing that I'm very excited to see is some of the mods that are going to come out for this. I'm assuming that a lot of the mods that are currently available for the MK3 should be applicable to this, but we'll I guess we'll find out here. One thing that there's still a lot of printed parts on the Prusa printer here. For like $1,000 printer, I'm still not in love with that. I like the idea of the printed parts and like the whole story behind it. But when I'm paying $1,000 for a product, I don't want 3D printed parts. I like that I could potentially replace those with my own 3D printed parts if I needed to, or if I wanted to color swap some of these things out. That's pretty cool, but yeah, still not a huge fan of that, to be honest. So, and I know that the XL is also going to have printed parts on it as well. So, but that's sort of their thing. I get it. Yeah, look at this guy live streaming 2 days. I know, it's a little crazy, but I figured, I've got the machine. Let's get it unboxed. Let's do another live. Let's try and get a little bit more comfortable live streaming here with you guys. Oh, that's nice. Okay, the quality's jumped drastically. So let me explain what I figured out after the Elegoo live stream there over the weekend. So I was like, why does this look like? Why does it just look so bad? And it's because on the what is that? The Elgato Camera Connect. I have a 4K camera, and I think it was set to 720, 1080 by 720, not to 4K. So I changed those settings around. I don't know how it got set to that because I've used this before and I think it's looked okay. So I changed that back to 4K and adjusted it here. And I also tried tweaking some of the settings that I saw online that people recommended tweaking, and I think it was in OBS. So we'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Yeah. Eventually, I will print something. I'll have like a loincloth for Iron Man here. So, you need at least 5 mils of filament to calibrate the filament sensor. Do you have filament? Yes, but let me install the spool holder here first. So this is the filament guide, and then this is the spool holder. Oh, does this just snap on? This just snaps on, right? Look at that. Yeah, what's interesting is like the spool holder. Like the one thing that I would have thought would have been printed isn't, and it's the spool holder. But a lot of the other parts are printed, so that's cool. And I do have, by the way, a Prusa Mini. I need to make more content with my Prusa Mini. I've been using my Prusa Mini for a few years now, primarily for Etsy, like smaller Etsy jobs that I can just run overnight with that machine. It's a bit hit or miss with me. The leveling on that thing, just one side is constantly out of whack, where it's like not perfectly level, and the auto leveling assist, it's like, all right, so I need to lower it a little bit to offset that one side that's higher, but then as soon as I do that, the lower end, it's almost grinding into the build plate. I think at some point I just need to take the thing apart and then reassemble it, or the gantry to it. Yeah, I don't know much about the filament printers, but $1,000 seems very expensive for what you get. Yes, it is very expensive. So not only do I make a lot of videos for Elegoo, but I also love their printers for myself. This isn't sponsored by them. This is just me talking. But the reason why I own like I think 10 of the Neptune printers is because I can get them for $200. And in fact, I think I got them off of Elegoo's eBay site for $150, something like that. A whole bunch of them. I ordered like 4 or 5 at a time. And it's like, they just work. And they're pretty cheap. Obviously, they're not as going to have all the bells and whistles and might not print as great as something like this here. So I'm excited to see how a $1,000 Prusa printer, one of the top of the line 3D printers, compares to some of my lower end machines that I like printing with. So, and obviously one thing, you know, I get what they were doing and it makes a lot of sense to me that they, you know, Prusa has a huge market share of people that are using the MK3 line of printers, and having an upgrade path to the MK4 makes perfect sense. So hopefully we'll see a newer, so we've got the XL, the Core XY XL, it's massive coming out. Maybe we'll see later this year an announcement of a smaller Core XY. Maybe it's the MK5 or just a completely different naming convention than this here. All right, so let's do this here. I'm not going to install the filament guide yet. I think I'll be okay without that. Yeah, the Mad Dog. I mean, I think they're still hobbyist printers, like for people that maybe want a little bit more reliability, all of the, you know, the customer service that goes along with that is pretty critical for some people. But yeah, it's an expensive machine to get into. Even the Prusa Mini, which is why I bought the Mini, was because it was like their lowest entry point of printers. Very expensive compared to some of the other smaller end machines that are out there. All right, let's get the filament loaded in here. Oh, I need 5 centimeters. Yes, I have filament. Great. We need to start. Let me get this box out of the way. Great. We need to start without the filament in the extruder. Please make sure there is no filament in the sensor. So unload. I believe it is PLA. So one thing that I am going to be really excited to see how this machine, I think it's already, like on the Prusa Mini, it handles it pretty well. But just the different options for loading and unloading filament between PLA and PETG and other material types, I'm assuming this is going to work even better than that, or even pausing between printing to change those out. What's one of my complaints that I constantly have about the bamboo printers? It's just doesn't, kind of a hassle to pause and change filaments. Thanks 3D Gloop. Andrew, appreciate it, man. Where's my, I normally have some gloop on the table. Here we go. By the way, I've got some more. I ordered from Andrew like their largest bottle of the PLA gloop because I still have more Magneto parts to print and assemble. So I'm behind schedule on Magneto. Surprise, surprise. I was planning on having that completely finished printing by the end of the month, by the end of March, but that did not happen. So still need to figure out a few of the base pieces so that I can properly get him standing up here. All right, so let's get some filament cut up here. We'll use the Prusa cement that came in. That should have not popped out. There we go. Hi, folks. Where can you order gloop? Yes, 3dgloop.com is where you can get your 3D gloop. Andrew, 3D gloop. I think I had a promo code. I'll, I've got to dig that up, or you could save some money on some 3D gloop orders. But, yeah, that stuff's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna need even more gloop, I have a feeling. All right, so let's get this going here. Please make sure there's no filament in the filament sensor. One thing I will say that Prusa does extremely well is their filament. Just, I love how their filament is packaged here. Yes. It's so clean. So clean. Okay. All right, insert the filament into the extruder until the sensor detects the filament. All right, let's go. How do I know if it detects the filament? Am I going crazy here? Is there something that detects the filament? Oh, the discount code is Uncle Jessy over on 3D Gloop. If you need some gloop. By the way, Andrew was just here, so we were just chatting about it. Let me see. Let me swing around this way. Is this nope. Okay. I think that's inserted. We'll continue with this. Remove the filament. Okay, I think that was it. That's all it needed to do. Okay. Looks like everything is good. I do not have Wi-Fi connected yet, so that's fine. I'll be getting set up. I'm actually very excited that they have Wi-Fi connected to this. I did end up adding the module to my Prusa Mini for Wi-Fi, but it's so slow. It's so slow. So this will be cool to see here. All right, so let's see. Happy printing. All right, let's test this out. No, I don't want to print the filament guide. Let's see what else is on here. Keychain, a dual color. Oh wait, what? They didn't have the fast Benchy on here. So I have a few options of things that I can print that come pre-sliced on this. There's the alpaca. It's a 7-hour print. Oh man, rocket engine. That's a 13-hour print. A dual color keychain, which I don't have dual color set up on this, which is a 16-minute print. And a keychain, which is the singles keychain. What? I'm a little disappointed. Oh, hold on. What is this? Chassis? No. The RC Sandy Mini? I don't know what that is. You know what the RC... Yeah, the rocket engine's pretty cool print. But I'm not going to waste all this filament on that rocket engine. I think I'm going to print the keychain with you guys here. Just so we can see something. Oh. It's this basic keychain. I'm so disappointed. Why isn't the Benchy on here? The fast Benchy. Am I going crazy? Like they had like a 20-minute Benchy that they were showing off for this, right? Is there a file for that? Hold on. Printables. Is there like a MK4? New uploads, MK4. Look at all these mods. There's a bunch of mods on here already for the MK4. That's fantastic. Like, I'm not going crazy, right? So they had the Benchy. Oh, input shaper's not implemented yet? I'm sorry, what? So hold on. All right, so maybe that's on me. That's on me for not paying more attention and like watching the video and then jumping in and buying this. So input shaping's not available yet, and the Benchy that they had isn't there because that's part of the alpha, which isn't available yet. So what did I just buy here? So I bought a really nice MK3 printer, it sounds like, here. So cool. I'm going to, well, this is supposed to have that awesome auto bed leveling, at least, here. So that's it. That's exciting. So let me load in some filament first. Filament not detected. Load filament. Yes. PLA. All right, let's load it. Yeah, at least we can see this thing up and printing. I was really hoping that I could print the Benchy on this. Like, that's what I was all excited about doing on the live stream here, was seeing this thing print pretty fast and hopefully, knock on wood, quietly. So that's a little disappointing. That's very disappointing. What the, no! Don't donate stuff, please. Hey, Jesse, videos have been really helpful for me in the beginning of resin printing. Thanks a lot. Time about this. If you have any time, can I ask about an issue? Yeah, fire away about your issue, man. We're gonna have some print time here. It's gonna be loading in some filament as it's heating up. I mean, this is heating up pretty quickly. By the way, I've got some more resin videos, resin printing videos coming up here soon. I've got a really fun project that I'm doing that I don't think anybody's tackled yet. That I think is a pretty common resin 3D printing problem, so it'll be a fun one to show off if I can get it working right. I'm going to be doing it more later this afternoon and tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have that video up this weekend. Yes, this is correct. Cool. We got some LED indicators in here. Nice, nice. Mimsy, how many printers do I have? Too many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 18, 19. Did I count this one? 21. I have 40 that I can see right now in this room. And there's more at home. And there's more in the other rooms over there that I haven't even got to yet. So that's, yeah, scary. Yeah, you can use the code Uncle Jesse on 3dgloop.com if you need some more gloop. That's what I'm using for all my big Magneto statue fun. The grippy prosthetic hand for a friend. Do I recommend any? Is there any rubber-like resin? There is some flexible resin that you could potentially use. I'm not sure how soft it is, though. You might end up being better off making some silicone molds of whatever it is that you're trying to print, and then going from there for that. Yeah, you still need to look up the Resilapse for what's uniformation? Uniformation. Is that a new printer? Uniformation 3D printer. Uniformation. Oh, yeah. Actually, I need to reach out to them. I can't remember who it was that I saw showing off that resin 3D printer, and it looked really cool. And it's like the one that prints sideways, I think. Like it's normally it's narrow. I mean, it's the same build volume that you see on most printers, but elephant foot, not in the bottom layers, but in the transition layers. Using the Saturn 8K. I tried bottom layer compensation too. Wow. Yeah, normally I would just I'll set my bottom layers on the Saturn to, depends on what resin you're working with, obviously, but 25 seconds for the bottom layers to help try and mitigate some of that. But typically it's usually, you know what it could be as well, is you might have your printer, like the build plate might be mashed down Like you need a little bit of a space there, and if you don't, it's like it sounds like you've got great adhesion, but it's causing some extra buildup, which is adding to the elephant's foot, I believe. Yeah, try printing. Justin, I saw over on Reddit someone printing on a piece of cardboard, so that could be kind of crazy and fun. I don't know what's all involved with that, but yeah, this is laying down perfectly here so far. Hold on, let me try and get you guys in a little closer. Hopefully I don't unplug the camera here. Let's see if I can brighten this up a little bit. That's also interesting. Look at how the cable's connected back here. Well, this is as exciting as watching paint dry, a printing. Let me. Hold on. Come back over here and chat with you guys. Sorry, hopefully you can hear me now that I'm closer to the microphone. Let's see. Oh, you just slap it down and hit print. Knows the difference. Printing on balsa wood has... Wait, what? How does it... Oh, I would need... I need some magnets or something, right? To hold the... Because I have wood. Like, I have some of the... From that live stream. It would be kind of cool to print something on this. I wonder if I could just tape it down and it would know. Yeah, just tape it down. Yeah, this table is going to be adding to the noise factor for sure. I'll probably end up trying to put one of the cement tiles under there just to help keep the vibration and the noise down on it. That first layer is going down super clean. I'm honestly very excited to see what this thing can do. Some super fine detailed prints is something I'm excited about. One thing that I will be looking into ordering, and in hindsight I should have seen if I could have like added on to the order, was a 0.6 millimeter nozzle for this. This thing goes fast too. All right, well let's hope to see. Oh no, is it like vibrating off of the microphone there? Yeah, the K1, man. No, it's not that loud. By the way, this is not that loud. This is pretty silent so far. Obviously, I can hear it printing here, but it's not. I don't think it's in quiet mode or anything like that either. But yeah, the Creality K1, man. So what was that? We had the Creality K1 that was just announced, the K1 Max that was announced, then Keedy, whatever the enclosed printer company, which I have one of their fast machines, not their new ones. It's one that came out I think last year, sitting in the other room that it's massive. I need to get over here and get some videos made on that. But yeah, everybody seems to be is now trying to get in and jump on making some fast printers that can hopefully print at great quality. Was very tempted to pre-order the K1 Max. I'm gonna wait and see. I know there are a few other folks here on YouTube that are in this same space that are gonna. It sounds like they already have one being sent to them. I'm gonna wait to see what they say on it, to see what it's like. I don't have one on the way to me at the moment, so I have a really large Creality machine that I'm going to be unboxing later this week and try to do some videos on. That's sort of like the Elegoo Neptune Max, but Creality's version of that. So I'll be taking a look at that. But no, I don't have the K1. I'm very interested in the Max over just the standard K1, but the price points are pretty impressive for those machines. So it's pretty cool to see companies trying to get in there and compete with Bamboo and come up with their own versions of it. And it's been about a year since Bamboo's announcement. I think was in May of last year. So we're about a month away, May, June, something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of those being announced here in the near future. So yeah, so let me look at it. I'll show you guys. It's moving a good bit faster now. Hopefully I don't knock anything over here. It's got you can't even see that on the screen here. Hold on, let me see if I can. There's a progress bar on the screen. Sorry, trying to adjust the camera settings here so you can see how it's displaying that on the screen. But pretty cool so far. I mean, it's no issues with that first layer. Let me get this set back up here. Now this again would be helpful, like. This is where I want to get a second camera set up so I can have something a little bit closer to this so I can just switch between the two. See if I can figure out how to use this and get my other camera connected here. Yeah, Gamer 260. I'm sort of torn between speed and quality. Obviously, I want both if possible, but I tend to favor speed a little bit more over quality just because I will typically be painting and sanding a lot of my prints. But when it comes to like selling things, I think that's maybe why so many people use these as their print farm machines is the quality. I need something that's going to be a quality looking print that I can run off and print and sell. What is the speed in the slicer? I have no idea what they sliced this particular file at, so I could try to take a look at that afterwards and see. But it's just the basic, just one of the test files that came with the machine. I think it said it was like a 16-minute print. Yeah, so here we're at 50%, and it's 7 minutes into this print, so. Yeah, it's gonna be. I saw the comment there about being, with the Creality, the faster Creality machine coming in at $600. It's like it's gonna be. Honestly, I think it is gonna be a little bit tougher for Prusa here. This is the machine that I bought right here was what? What did I say? This was I paid almost $1,300 for this delivered to my house. So, people value their money here. So it's going to be, I think, torn between, this is obviously going to be a really nice quality machine, and we're going to see how well this thing prints, and I know they're going to continue to support this. On the other hand, Creality likes to just crank out machines, and their support has been spotty, if best, in the past. So also they've had a lot of drama behind them with their Creality cloud thing with lots of stolen models from designers on there. That was just a whole lot of drama filled with that, and they weren't taking things down and weren't monitoring it or policing it or anything like that. They were also doing some really crazy things, like on their Creality machines, if it was connected to the internet, I think it was like if you sliced the file and printed the file, it automatically put whatever you printed publicly up in their Creality cloud, which was a little crazy. With the K1 printers, I think there's also going to be a new slicer that they're introducing, their Creality slicer. I'm not a big fan of everybody coming up with their own slicers. It does not go well a lot of time. It does not go well a lot of times. I'm not a big fan. I don't like Cura. I'm not a fan of Cura. I don't use Cura. It's just very clunky. I still will use Simplify 3D, even though it's way overpriced, and I would not recommend buying it, and it's buggy as all hell now. The main one that I'm now switched over to is Prusa Slicer for all of my different FDM 3D printers. And then for resin, I still use Chi2 Box here and there, and now I'm focusing more on Lychee Slicer. But for like any cubic printers, when they had their Photon Workshop Slicer, that thing was, not great. Or the Anchor Make. The Anchor Make has their own slicer. That thing is not good. That slicer is just horrible. And I think they're moving away from, they're doing away with their slicer and moving directly into Prusa Slicer, which makes more sense. Yeah, man, I still use Simplify 3D. I can't help it. I keep hoping, like, they'll put out an update. I have the version 4. I was super excited about it. I thought there was going to be a lot more in it. It's buggy as hell, like way buggier than version 3 was of Simplify 3D. What's it now? It's like $200 now for a slicer. That's insane. I've like flat out told them that was insane. $60 maybe for that license, and you can only use it on one computer at a time. Like I have this computer, I have another computer at home, I have a PC here. I want to, like, if I want to use Simplify 3D, I have to log out and log back in to those different PCs, which is just annoying with that. But it was all about supports before, but now you can, like in Lychee Slicer for the FDM side, you have you can precisely place supports. On Prusa Slicer, it's gotten better with their paint-on supports, but I still want to be able to just like immediately visually see it when I'm supporting things. David, I saw your comment there about the Prusa Slicer and UV tools for Chi2 Box machines. No, I don't think that's compatible still. I know that the big workaround process for people has been to, if you want to use Prusa Slicer for the supports or hollowing, that you do all that there and then export, and then you have to run that through, then you can run that through UV tools, and then you can run that file through Chi2 Box to actually generate the file. I don't think Prusa Slicer has any plans to update it to support their the Chi2 Box proprietary file type, the last I heard. Yeah, Gamer260, man. I hear you. Yeah, you don't paint them. Yeah, that's, everything that I sell, I don't paint. So I completely hear what you're saying. Like quality over anything. If I can get like a compromise between the speed and quality is typically what I'll be shooting for. Like I'm sure I'll be monkeying around with this to see how fast I can get this thing printing and still maintain relatively good prints. And it's again why I'm interested in getting I should have ordered the 0.6 millimeter nozzle for this so I could have this upgraded. It says that there is 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on this print here, which should be the same as this one here. Yeah, but for now, like the Creality machines, I'm waiting to see. Like I was so tempted to pre-order the Max, the K1 Max, but I've been burned by some of their machines in the past, so I'm waiting to see. It can be hit or miss with Creality at times. Yeah, it'll be really wild to see what other companies start coming up with these faster machines or have the input shaping built into them that actually ship with input shaping on them. Honestly, that was such a surprise. I'm still so disappointed that I couldn't print that fast Benchy. Like, even if it was a 22-minute Benchy or 20-minute Benchy, I can't remember what it was that they showed in the video. That's what I was looking forward to printing. So hopefully that will roll out here at some point soon. Yeah, it's Andrew 3D Gloop. Yeah, it's all about the visual placement of supports, especially when I'm printing actually the slicers have gotten a lot better. I will say that. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos that I did not too long ago. But I did this in bamboo on the Bamboo X1 Carbon with the multicolor, and I painted on all of the supports, and then processed the file so I could see where the supports would generate. And that's within Prusa Slicer and even Bamboo Studio. It's faster now. Like, it's faster, so it's not too heavy, long of a wait time for you to see the results of your of exactly where your supports are going to go. But I still like that experience of in Simplify 3D or Idea Maker or now in Lychee Slicer, where I could precisely see where I'm placing those. The other cool thing that I saw that Lychee Slicer now has is I can do supports on one side of a model, and then it will automatically mirror those on the other side, which is pretty cool. Robert, I saw that here. What RAM and... Oh, I thought that was my phone ringing. It's the printer vibrating the table here. Robert, here, let me read this real quick. Can I ask what graphic card do you use for your Lychee, for the Jupiter? Mine gets laggy. I don't know. I've got a MacBook Pro, so that's what I'm using Lychee on. They have, I think, a new update that's supposed to improve some of the performance of that slicer overall. One of my complaints that I had for them was that the slicing time for me on I think it was my MacBook, was just excessively long compared to some other machines or some other slicers for similar files. But yeah, sorry, I don't have a great answer for you there. But yeah, this finished printing here. Is there... Is there not... It didn't give me like a time, like how long, a total amount of time that it took to print. Am I going crazy here? Here, let me show this. I'll bring this into you guys so you can see it. I also have a nice fingerprint right there. So that was good. All right, let's try and do something crazy there. Man, I gotta stop touching this thing. How do you get prints off of this without getting it all fingerprinted up? I need a spatula or something like that. Yeah, I need some nitrile gloves. Oh man, that's not... Hold on. If there's one thing I have an excessive amount of, it's gloves. So this is the smooth sheet. And then let me show you the back side. Very clean. Yeah, that was very, very clean. Let me... Okay, can we do this? Should I do something stupid like this? Should I try and just tape this down and print on this piece of wood here? There we go. Making the wood a little bit shorter here, and let's tape this down. There's one thing that I will love doing. Actually, should I just tape? What do you guys think? So I'm going to print directly on the balsa wood here. Should I tape it onto the build plate or tape it directly onto the heated bed? What do you guys think here? So do I print on the wood. Do I tape the wood to the build plate, or do I tape the wood to the heated bed? What do you think? Okay, lots of build plate. Okay, I'm doing build plate. Okay, let's tape it to the build plate. This is, you know, potentially not the... I just rip off the smallest piece of tape as well. Like, that's not going to cover what we need here. All right, so let's do this. If this, like, I can't, like, this just doesn't seem like it should work. All right, I'm reprinting that right now. Oh, make sure the wood covers the little poking areas. What poking areas? Half on the wood and half off the wood? Are you crazy? That's not going to work. Oh my gosh, I almost threw that right into my camera lens. Make sure the wood covers the probing. Man, you act like I know what I'm doing on this. This isn't a resin 3D printer. I have no idea where the probing points are on this machine. Unless the whole plate is covered. Oh, okay. All right. So hold on. Let me pause it. I see what you're saying. So I need to make sure... Yeah, I have no idea where the probing points are. Should probe where it will... Okay, so it should just probe where it's going to print. Okay, so let's just run with it. Let's run with it, see what happens. If it fails, then we'll stop it and we'll attempt it again here. Let's say resume. So I've got the wood. So this is the same wood. This is the same wood that I was just laser engraving with on the Elegoo live stream. So I just broke off a piece here on the bottom and then taped it to the build plate. So a bunch of people were showing over on Reddit, I think it was a Reddit that I saw it on, that you can... Oh yeah, you're right. Is that gonna... Let's see. Because you're right, it's probing... Oh, it doesn't like that. Yeah, it's not gonna like that. All right, let me stop this. I don't want to break anything. So I need to have the whole build plate covered. I'm pretty sure, because it was trying to get around that. And let me not break my new printer, and then go back to Prusa and say Prusa support and say, hey, I need help. My machine's broken. What were you doing? Oh, I was trying to print on wood. All right, so how can I do this here? Maybe, oh man, it's not gonna work well. Because this isn't wide enough. It's like I need more, I need a thin strip of this. Cut it in pieces. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to try and look at. It's just, so when I put the two pieces side by side, I still need a smaller, like a thinner piece there. Let's just try and do it. Let's do this. You know what we're going to do? We're going to science this, right? Maybe not. So let's, man, I don't even have enough wood. I don't think I have enough of this. Just do the corner and the middle. Yeah, I was just trying to do the corner and the middle. Oh, But it was still going over too far. Maybe what I'll do is, let me see if I can just cut this. Let's see how far I can get with just this one piece. I think I can cut through this. Gone a bit mental, yeah. Where's my big knife? Where's my big knife? All right, we'll just use this. I need something to cut into, though. Here we go. Ugh. All right, so let's try this out. We're going to try and cut this board. This is the kind of dumb stuff we do on a Monday morning on a live stream, am I right? Let's do this. Yeah, it's more or less going to be... There we go. Okay, so there's one piece. And then here's... I'm going to wake up and print on wood. I mean, it makes perfect sense when you think about it. I mean, when you're out in the wilderness... Maybe you have your printer with you, but you forgot your build plate, and you need to get a print done. You know, you're living off the grid. All right. We got this. We got this. We got this, people. Hold on. Let's do this. By the way, I'm wasting all of my expensive... This wood, by the way, the bass balsa wood is expensive. It's like $3 for these little strips of wood here. I think I can buy them in bulk somewhere on the lines. That was a super straight cut. Yeah, that's not going to work. Hold on. Trim some more off this edge. I mean, is this what you guys expected from a live stream today? All right, that can clear. That's gonna clear everything. So let's do this. Oh, leave room for your tape to stick to the build plate. I mean, could I wrap the tape around it? Let's just wrap the tape around it, right? Shoot. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to. Hold on, I gotta tape these down to each other. Oh my god, this is a mess. All right. I'm taping it. Hold on, let me rearrange this so you guys can watch in awe of this project here. All right, I can ditch the glove as well now, huh? All right, so here. All right, so this is sort of taped here. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure it's not bubbling. And then I'm gonna tape the front down. Oh my God. Ronald, thank you for backing that, man. I actually really like the laser engraver. I've got to have another, like, some videos up on that here soon. I have another fun, like, DIY art project I have in mind for that, so we'll see that here soon. Let me just tape this side panel down. Okay, I would not recommend this, but we're gonna see how this goes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, let me tape this. Let me take a picture here. Let's print on some wood here. All right. Let me all right, let's start this up again. Print keychain. Zombie Hedgehog. I like that name. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, now we're back to printing on blue painter's tape. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying there. I should have probably put it, like, horizontally there versus vertically, or however you want to call that here. But we're not doing that. We're doing it the crazy way. Let's see how this goes. Let's this will be a fun little experiment. I was not planning on this. This was like nowhere in the plans that I had in mind was printing wood. Did that ever come up in my thought process? This will be the true test. Now, the real test will be, can the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon print on balsa wood as well? I mean, the leveling process is already going better than our first attempt at this. This thing's probably going to have a heart attack of thinking it's so unlevel. The crazy Uncle Jessy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, How to Destroy a $1,000 3D Printer by Uncle Jessy. Let's do this. All right, so let's do this here. We're on a live stream here on YouTube, and yeah, we're going to be printing on wood on the brand new Prusa MK4 3D printer. I'm sure this is a horrible idea, but I'm going to blame it on the chat. I'm blaming it on chat for making me do this here. Oh yeah. Hey, Britt. Britt, I need to, I'm going to message you, by the way. I've got something going on that I'm going to message you about. That's pretty cool. This will be fun. Let's see how this goes. All right. Bad news. It said nozzle cleaning failed. Let's try that again. Is it supposed to be doing like? I mean, it's leveling. It says it's nozzle cleaning. Yeah, I'm wondering if the wood is too soft. Bright sunlight. Man, I wish I knew when the Pro and the Plus were coming back on Amazon. Hopefully soon. I know that they're working hard to try and get those machines back in stock. Yeah, that would be great if they were. They're some of my favorites here. I think, I can't remember who said it in the chat, but I think I am going to have to, if this doesn't work, I have to untape it, turn the wood planks this way because it looks like it's trying to go in one direction. And I think it's getting caught maybe in the process here. I mean, if there's one way that I can break the printer, it's probably this. So this probably was not on their user guides or anywhere in their book that came with the printer. Yeah, all right. So it's saying the nozzle cleaning failed. Aborting. Yeah, it is supposed to, Chuck, it is supposed to auto abort. I think it's just having a hard time with one of the processes here. Hold on. Can I move this? Okay, let's see. Oh, nice. The Pro's back in stock on Elegoo's site. Nice. Okay, so let's untape this. I'm going to just turn, because it looks like it's just trying to use the center for the most part here. What if I do it like this? That's the nozzle probing. Yeah, so let's continue to do stupid things like this. Or, yeah. Something stuck in the nozzle when doing the checking the thickness of the wood, preventing it from reaching the proper offset. Yeah, it's possible. And more than likely the case here. All right, so we've got a basic setup here. All right, let's try this again. Keychain. Don't fail me now. Yeah, they were able to print. I've seen a few people printing on cardboard. Tape the front. Oh, yeah, you're right. The front corner is lifting up there. Thank you. This is the wonkiest setup, by the way. You tape down this back corner as well. All right, so I've got all the corners taped. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I don't know why anyone would want to do this, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, will the PLA even stick to the wood? Cardboard, maybe? Zombie Hedgehog, you don't even... Yeah, did I level the bed? I mean, that's the thing I'm most excited about this, is that just there's no assisted auto bed leveling on it. Just straight up should level. I know. Here, magic, man. Imagine this is how Prusa sent me the printer. And I was complaining in the beginning of this that this, didn't have the input shaping on there. It has some 3D printed parts still, and that for $1,000 I wouldn't want, I want injection molded parts, not 3D printed parts. But here I am slapping some wood to the build plate and trying to print on it. After only printing one thing. I printed the little name tag there, or key tag. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm selling the versatility of the auto bed leveling. That's exactly right. I'm already seeing this is infinitely a better setup. Whoever posted originally, I should have just listened to you in the beginning. Like this... Putting the boards this way makes a lot more sense. I think it's still going to end up trying to print on the seam between them, but... Oh, no. Yeah, and it's lifting. It's lifting in the center here. Nozzle cleaning failed. Man. Let's try it again. So what if I... Okay, so what if I do this? I was going to say, what if instead of the nozzle, like if I take the boards off, let it do the nozzle cleaning process, pause it, tape the boards down, and then print? Yeah, the word, yeah, Three Musketeers, man. I think you're right. I think it's too warped. But again, like the person printing on cardboard, that's not exactly a sturdy material as well. There's definitely a lot of give when it's pushing down on the wood here. This is so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, let me... actually, I like that, Kim, to go. I'm going to do... After it fails here, which I'm sure it will do, I'll try the initial calibration and see if I can get that to work. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was purging anything at the very beginning. So bright sunlight. What I'm trying to do here is something extremely dumb that you don't need to do by any means. Why can't I? Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure where that is. Nicholas, man, leave! Get out of here, man! Get out of here! You shouldn't be watching this. You shouldn't be watching this. I think the cardboard is too soft for it to work, or lifting in the middle. Well, this is the balsa wood. Yeah, it's definitely lifting in the middle. So I'm super excited to see you here, man. But shield your eyes. Shield your eyes from the dumb, stupid stuff that I'm doing with my brand new printer, please. Yeah, I think that you're right. I think the wood is just too warped for this to properly print on. I still would like to try it because it's something so incredibly dumb. And again, no one's going to do this. No one, why would you do that? I don't know. I saw the person printing on cardboard and I was like, that's just so crazy, but it worked. So, yeah, it's you'll see here it's puckering. I'll manually move the camera over here for you guys. Ugh. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Hold on. You know what I'll do? I'll just do this instead. There's like a little bit of it's puckering right in the center there. So that's probably the issue. I'm wondering if I just move this whole board down. What if I just try to print on this board? Could be just dumb enough. I mean, when you're going to do something dumb, you might as well let me do it so that you don't screw up your toys. Flip the wood. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to necessarily help at all. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't live stream, people. Like I end up doing just dumb stuff. Just dumb stuff that I should not be doing. Oh my gosh. I could be at Costco right now getting a nice $5 chicken. All right, let's try so if I just move the one piece of wood, do you think it'll work if I just have the one? Yeah, print on bubble wrap. Oh my goodness. So incredibly. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, doing it all for the lulz. Yeah, exactly. Can I resin print on the balsa wood? That in itself would be amazing. All right, this is not going to work. I'm pretty sure. No, don't do it, pal. Yeah, do not print. Let's see. I think it's got to be on the whole thing, like they said. I mean, let's give it a try and see. Let's give it a try here and see. Oh, I should tape the corners down again. No need to adjust the Z afterwards, so should auto. Oh my god. And I've definitely got to clean the build plate after all this. Oh my god. So, all right, so here, I think this covers the main points. I think this covers the main points. Stick the other piece on the corner where it levels. Like up here? I think it was up here somewhere. Man, I'm just like jerry-rigging this to all hell. Green FPV, man. This is what we call breaking your new 3D printer. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Basically, the interwebs have shown us that you can basically print on anything on this new Prusa MK4. So someone commented that I should use the balsa wood that I was just laser engraving on in the Elegoo live stream. So we've taped it down to see if I can get that to work. Someone on the internet, I think a few people on the internet were showing printing directly on cardboard on the MK4. So we're gonna see how this goes. I mean, this will be interesting. Use cardboard next. I mean, somebody's already done cardboard. I need to go more extreme. Oh, Andrew, did you say I should 3D print? I should try Legos. Printing on Legos would be. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, someone will have to figure this out. If I can't get this to work, someone will have to get this to work. I think it's working. It's working. It's heating up. It's Oh my goodness. All right, so we got past the cleaning. It's heating up. It's at 2010 or 210. Sorry, 2010? 210. It's getting up to 215 and should start here. Oh my god, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh my god, let's see if it's printing. Oh my god, this is printing on wood. Hold on. I'll get the camera. I'm going to move it closer for you guys to see this. Holy crap. This is so cool. Hold on. Oh, God. This is... My camera's driving me crazy here. Hold on. Let me get it off the tripod. Holy cow. This is nuts. I can't believe this is actually working. "3D printing on wood." It's a thing, apparently. This is, and look how clean it is. Hold on, auto-focused here. Come on, come on. This is the jankiest looking setup here, but it's printing. That is nuts. Okay, let me reconnect this here so I can chat with you guys. I honestly cannot believe that this is working. And it's going down so smooth. Like, the print layers are just so smooth. That is just blowing my mind. By the way, no, obviously did not tune this for printing on wood. Didn't re-level this. It's just the auto leveling on the MK4. All right, so this is pretty impressive. This is pretty impressive. I would have never believed that this would actually work. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Hold on. I gotta post this over on the Twitters. Oh my gosh, this is just nuts. So, I mean, just clearly, yeah. How are the print speeds compared to the MK3 Plus? I have no idea. This is my first MK3 printer, and so far, I'm pretty impressed with this right here. That is just insane to me. That is just nuts. Yeah, I mean, the naked guy in the background, he's supposed to be eventually, he's supposed to be wearing the armor that I was printing. We'll eventually get to that. But this is like, it's not even peeling. It's not even the key tag isn't even curling off of the wood. I don't know how this is working, what kind of voodoo they've built into this machine, but I'm very impressed. Very impressed. This is cool. Very, very cool. Oh, I keep screwing my camera up here. Hold on. I need to record some video of this so that I can actually include it in my MK4 video. That is just nutty. Yeah, what interface layers do you use to print on wood? Man, I don't know. I don't know what kind of magic they did on here to get this thing to just print on any surface. This or the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon? I don't know, man. I mean, this is obviously pretty impressive. The X1's going to have a larger build volume, which is always important to me. Price-wise, I prefer the X1 Carbon over the P1P. I do not like the P1P's interface at all. It's like hot garbage. It's painful for me to work with at times. The Wi-Fi sort of doesn't work. The X1 Carbon just works extremely well. Prints fairly good. I still have some print artifact issues. I don't know yet on this. The prints, this initial print here looks really nice and clean, so we'll have to see how some of the other prints turn out on this. Obviously, this isn't going to print as fast as that, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to be printing with this over the next week or so, and then probably get a video up next week on this, just an initial look on this after I get a whole bunch of different things printed. I'm going to try and print some face masks on this, and maybe, like I always go for an Eastman bust because it shows off cool details. So we'll see what I can print with this fun, the MK4. But I'm impressed that I was able to get this to actually print on this piece of wood here with I literally just hitting print on the file that came pre-sliced with this. And then obviously do not recommend taking your brand new 3D printer and trying to print on a piece of wood. That's... the Prusa or the Anchor Make? Probably the Prusa over the Anchor Make. I do really enjoy the Anchor Make, the M5. It's insanely loud. It's insanely loud. The Anchor Make slicer is probably the worst part of that entire experience. They are, I believe, in the process of getting rid of their slicer, and they're going to be going directly with Prusa slicer. I think the last I heard. The mobile app works okay. They've actually toned down the notifications, which is cool. I'm excited to see how the Wi-Fi works on this thing here, but anything that has wireless printing is good. But honestly, the Anchor Make print's amazing. I use that for a large majority of my Etsy orders. So it's a rock-solid machine. Actually, I have more print success with my Anchor Make than my Bamboo Lab 3D printers. I constantly am running into print failures with my Bamboo printers, and my Anchor Make, I probably had less than a handful of print fails on that thing. But I'm just printing in PLA. Let's see. Wade, yeah, man. I mean, honestly, the Anchor Make, it's a solid machine. It's just super loud. I don't know when you got it, but mine, a handful of months ago, I had to disable the notifications because on one print, I think I got something like 45 notifications in 2 hours, where it thought that there was a print failure when there wasn't one. But I think they've refined the notifications bit, so I need to try and enable that again to see how it goes. Nicholas, yeah, congrats. The MK3 Plus, man, I almost bought literally the night before they announced this, I was on Facebook Marketplace about to message somebody locally that was selling their MK3 Plus. And I'm glad I didn't, because this was announced and then I picked it up. And it was the fully assembled unit. This is pretty expensive. I think I paid close to $1,300. Yeah, it was $1,284 out the door. So with shipping and then the a shipping tax that FedEx charged me to receive this. But this is the fully assembled. I literally took it out of the box, plugged it in, ran a self-calibration test. I installed the spool holder, which is just snapping on, and then started a print. And then immediately decided to slap some wood down and do something stupid like printing directly on wood and see if it would work. And it's working. This is just nuts. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I can't imagine, you regretting buying one of these. The MK3 has, been, one of the most popular machines for the past God knows how many years, 5 years, something like that. And it's not like they haven't continually updated it and provided new features to it and firmware updates and new mods and upgrades. So I can imagine for the next 4 or 5 years, we'll continue to see things for the MK4, probably an MK4 Plus at some point. But again, I am interested to see, hopefully, maybe knock on wood later this year after they get through the XL orders, or at least once I get my XL order. So once I get mine, hopefully they start announcing a new, a newer, slightly larger than this, but smaller than the XL of a Core XY. I'd love to see them doing something along those lines. Again, this is such a solid machine that, or from what I've seen, most people running these on print farms. I'm excited to see what I can do with this and how I can up my game a little bit with some of the things that I'm selling, or just for printing projects. Yeah, set print and they finish. Yeah, this is... I wish I could say my Bamboo printers were as reliable as that, but almost every one of my X1... So for my X1 Carbon, almost every single one of my prints, I start a print, and then within the first 15 minutes, I can more or less walk away, and then because it started the first layer or so. But I'll almost always get a potential failure notification on the phone, and I have to check it, make sure it's okay, and then either resume or cancel the print. So hopefully this is a little bit more reliable than those. I can't believe that this is still printing. This is nuts to me. Just absolutely nuts. Hold on, let me get a better picture this way. My camera, you guys are at the perfect angle here. Okay. You guys want to see a little closer? All right, looks like there is 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left on this print. Oh no, dropping lots of frames. Mr. 2 frames. Oh no, it's my battery's about to die. Hold on. Please. There we go. There we go. Yeah, sorry, the microphone. Hopefully this is, yeah, is the sound back? So the laptop, I forgot to plug in my laptop. Yeah. And then the audio's back. So now I'm just using the built-in microphone because the lovely Macs here, you need to use dongles for everything. And I can't charge and use a dongle at the same time. This is going, yeah, 1 minute left on this. 1 minute left. All right. Yeah, the audio is going to be a little bit worse here. It's using the built-in microphone on the laptop. I can't use the other mic, unfortunately. Yeah. The noise is probably, yeah, I have the microphone sitting on the same table. Like here's the mic that was sitting, off to the side. So this was probably vibrating as the printer was printing. No audio, no video. Oh no. Is it working? No. There we go. Is it back up? I think it's back up here. Man, why is it so YouTube is not receiving enough video. Open the widget? I don't know. Huh. I don't know why. I mean, it finished. Oh. Well, there's that. Yeah, it's super laggy. I don't know why the frame rate drops so much. The print finished. All right. Yeah, I mean the print finished. Also, I can see why you need the spool attachment there. It just completely unspooled right there at the end. That is nuts. All right, well, it's a good time for me to wrap it up anyways. Yeah, we have more than 2 frames per second again. But barely it seems like. No sound. Oh no, is it, yeah, I think there's sound coming through, maybe. Okay, so yeah, the print finished, and it actually printed on wood. I was mentioning there, I don't know if you guys were able to see it or hear it, but as soon as the print finished, this started to unspool itself. So for sure, I need to install, they provided this filament guide add-on, so I for sure need to add this on here because I believe that's going to help prevent it from unspooling itself like it did just here. So hopefully I can rewind. Ooh, yeah. No. Fuck. All right, let me leave that alone here. I'll fix this after the stream. I don't want to screw up my brand new roll of filament here. But yeah, take it off the print. There we go. Hold on, let me do this. I need to get a picture here. And then I can't believe that worked. It's just insane to me. All right, let's get it off, and I'll hold it up to the camera here for you guys. Look at that. Look out. Oh, come on. Focus. It didn't lift or anything. It's like it's perfectly leveled on there. That is just crazy. That is so cool. So cool here. You see better? That printed so well. Nuts here. All right, back to autofocus. All right, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I wanted to say thanks for joining me here. Wade, by the way, you didn't need to do that, man. What filaments do you recommend besides the Anchor Make brands for the M5? I use a lot of Ziltech PLA. What's the other one? Cookie CAD. Cookie CAD is the other one that I use. That works really well. I've been using a bunch of Elegoo's PLA. So that's worked really well on the M5 as well. I do not buy the Anchor Make PLA just because it's a little bit more overpriced, but it does print really well on the machine. Yeah, you get what you pay for, and this is insane. Yeah, man, I'm honestly so surprised that this worked. It's kind of blown my mind that I was able to print directly on a piece of wood on the Prusa MK4. This is, again, my first Prusa printer so far. Pretty impressed. It's time to do some real prints here. I'm going to get some prints fired up before I run out. But thanks for joining the stream here today. I'm going to try and figure out how I can get the Stream Deck up and running so I can get some multi-camera angles, better audio for you guys, and we'll hopefully do this again soon, and we'll see. But hey, thanks for watching these